Arthur's Birthday Party by Lillian Hoban. It was Saturday morning. Arthur was making invitations for his birthday party. Violet and Wilma were taking turns pushing each other on the swing. My big sister had a beach party for her birthday, said Wilma. Everyone wore a bathing suit, and there was a Miss Bathing Beauty contest. That does not sound like fun to me, said Arthur. At my party, there will be lots of fun. We had lots of fun at Michelle's party, said Violet. We went to Old MacDonald Zoo and rode on a little train and had lollipops. Old MacDonald Zoo is for babies, said Arthur. My party will be for big kids only, with no babies allowed. Can I come? Asked Violet. I am not a baby. Huh? Said Arthur. Only babies need to be pushed on the swing. Big kids know how to swing themselves. Watch me. Arthur got on the swing and pushed off. He stuck his legs up straight in the air and pulled them back hard. See, he said, this is called pumping. It's what big kids do. Well, Mr. Smarty, said Wilma, little kids know how to pump too. We were just playing mamas and babies, weren't we, Violet? Yes, said Violet, we can pump on the swing, and we can climb ropes too. Well, said Arthur, I bet you can't do this. Arthur pumped the swing up high. He jumped off and caught onto the rope. Just then Norman rode up on his bike. Arthur, he called, did you decide what kind of party you're having? Arthur climbed up the rope and balanced on top of the playset. He said, yes, he said, I just got a great idea. I will have a gymnastics party. There will be rope climbing and balancing and tumbling, and a prize for the best gymnast. Oh, wow, said Norman. I love gymnastics. Can I bring my trampoline? I can jump higher than anyone. Sure, said Arthur. But I bet I'm the best gymnast, so I'll get the prize. That's not fair, said Wilma. There should be separate prizes. One for balancing and one for rope climbing and one for tumbling, said Violet. I tumble better than anyone in my tumbling class. Maybe it would be good to have prizes for different things, said Arthur. The prizes could be medals made out of gold paper. I'll still win the prize for the best all-around gymnast. We'll see about that, said Wilma. Come on, Violet, let's go practice on my playset. I think I will practice jumping on my trampoline, said Norman. Do you want to come, Arthur? No, said Arthur, I don't need to practice. Norman rode off on his bike. Arthur finished making the party invitations. They said, come to Arthur's gymnastics birthday party, time Saturday 3 o'clock, place Arthur's playset. Arthur put the invitations into envelopes. Then he went down the road to deliver them. When he got to Norman's yard, he saw Norman practicing on the trampoline. Norman jumped way up in the air and spun all the way around. Arthur watched Norman until he went in the house. That looked easy, said Arthur. He got on the trampoline and jumped as high as he could. He tried to spin around, but he fell flat on his face. Phooey, said Arthur. Well, maybe Norman will be the best on the trampoline, but I will still be the best all-around gymnast. Arthur walked down the road to Wilma's house. He looked through the fence. He could see Wilma and Violet at Wilma's playset. Violet was tumbling and Wilma was swinging. Violet, called Wilma, Arthur is spying on us. Are you, Arthur? Asked Violet. No, I'm not, said Arthur. Besides, there is nothing you can do that I can't do better. He put Wilma's invitation into her mailbox. See, he said, I'm a good big brother. I'm inviting your friend Wilma so you won't feel bad about not winning a prize because Wilma won't win one either. Don't be so sure about that, said Violet. Arthur delivered invitations to John and Billy and Jimmy. All that week, Violet went to Wilma's playset to practice. Why can't you practice at home? Asked Arthur. What's so special at Wilma's playset? Wilma's playset isn't special, said Violet. What I'm practicing is special. It can't be so special, said Arthur. It's just baby stuff. No, it's not, said Violet. You'll see. It's special and it's a secret, so I can't tell you. Phooey, said Arthur. Little sisters always have secrets. They are no fun. All that week, whenever Arthur asked Norman to play, Norman said, "I can't. I have to practice on my trampoline." "Phooey," said Arthur. "Friends who practice all the time are no fun." Finally, it was Saturday. At 3 o'clock, everyone came to Arthur's birthday party. They all had presents for Arthur. "No opening presents until you blow out the candles on your birthday cake," said Violet. "When do we get to do gymnastics?" asked John. "I want to be first," yelled Billy. Then Jimmy and Norman yelled, "I want to be first. I want to be first." Wilma said, "We don't care if we go first or last, do we, Violet?" "That's right," said Violet. "Well," said Arthur, "it's my birthday party, so I get to go first." Arthur somersaulted onto the trampoline. "Now you are going to see some great all-around gymnastics," he said. Arthur jumped as high as he could. He caught onto the rope and climbed to the top. Then he balanced across the top of his playset. "Now watch this," he said. He hung from his hands and swung back and forth. Then he flipped between his arms, jumped onto the slide, and slid down to the ground. Everyone clapped and cheered. Jimmy went next. He twirled the rope until it was all twisted. Then he climbed to the top. The rope untwisted and Jimmy spun around and around. "Yahoo! Yahoo!" he yelled. Everyone clapped and cheered. They all clapped and cheered for Billy when he balanced on the top of the playset, and for Norman when he did a double spin on the trampoline, and for John when he tumbled and did backward flips. Then Wilma said, "Violet and I are going to do team gymnastics." Wilma did a cartwheel. She bent backward and made an arch. Violet took a running jump and somersaulted right through Wilma's arch. "Yippee, yippee," everyone cheered. Arthur didn't say anything. Then Violet jumped onto Wilma's shoulders, grabbed the rope, and climbed to the top. Violet slowly turned upside down. She reached down to Wilma. Wilma bounced up, caught Violet's hand, and she swung to the top of the playset. Then Violet swung up herself. Both girls hung from their hands. They flipped between their arms, jumped to the ground, and bowed. "Yowee, yowee," everyone cheered. "Phooey," said Arthur. "It's not fair. There's 2 of you and only 1 of me." "I think it's very fair," said Wilma. "That's right," said Violet. "Now everyone gets to win." Jimmy wins for rope climbing. Billy wins for balancing. Norman wins for trampoline. John wins for tumbling. Wilma and I win for team gymnastics, and Arthur wins for best all-around gymnast. "Just like I said I would," yelled Arthur. So everyone got a prize. Then Arthur blew out the candles on his birthday cake and opened his presents. They all had pizza and cake and ice cream, and everyone said it was the best birthday party ever. The end.